10 days, day 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 10 days, how many burritos has he eaten? Meaning all together, not just on day 10. Because that's, first of all, that's a crazy amount of burritos, I'm sure, but we're gonna find out the total he's eaten. Do we need a specific day or the sum of all the days?
Sum of all the days.
Correct, the sum of all the days. So we are going to use this formula, not the first one, at least not at the moment. You might need the first one during the problem, but we're gonna start with the sum because that's what we know we're looking for. If you were in my class last quarter, you know that our first step is always to rewrite the formula. S sub n is n over 2, a sub 1 plus a sub n. I rewrite it because I need to start plugging stuff in. What am I gonna plug it into if I don't have my formula right there in front of my face, staring at me, taunting me? Just kidding. But I need it right there in the beginning. And then let's see, it's 10 days, so that means n, right? The number of terms, or the number of days in this case. So n would be 10. I rhymed, n is 10. A sub 1, I need to know what that is. That's the first day, right? The first term. So in this case, how many did he eat on the first day?
2.
2. Correct. So I'm going to say a sub 1 is 2. A sub n is a little bit weird because I know that that means, n is 10, so I know that that means the 10th day. But does the question actually tell me how many he eats on the 10th day? Not really, no. I see the pattern, so usually I tell my students, hey you students, it's always best to use your formula. But if it's a really easy example, I'm not gonna lie to you, we could just count it out. Let's count out 10 days, ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So we know that on the 10th day, my lovely husband will eat 20 burritos. And then I will drive him to the hospital for having eaten 20 burritos. Oof, that would not be a good day. Are we ready to plug everything in? If anybody's thinking, no, because you don't know S sub n yet, we didn't find that, right? That's what we are solving for. So we're not supposed to know that until we solve the problem. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's find S sub, well, n is 10, right? So we're finding S sub 10. All that means is the sum of the first 10 terms. Please make sure you're writing this down. Because in a minute, gentlemen, we're gonna do an activity and you're gonna be like, I don't know how to start. And I'm gonna be all, look at the example we just did, right? That's the conversation I'm prepared to have. N is 10. So that would be 10 over 2. A1, we just found it, is 2. A sub n, meaning a sub 10, we just found that as well, it is 20. I'm gonna pause here for a second. I kind of went through that as if it's very clear, but it might not be clear to everybody. Does anybody have a question how I knew what n is, or A1 or AN? Any questions about this? I promise I won't get mad if you don't understand. Okay. Okay, so now we have to solve it. Let's see, 10 over 2 is 5. 2 plus 20 is 22. And then you could bloop, 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 or if you know it in your head, either way, but I don't mind if you bloop, 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 bloop. 110. Y'all agree? You calculator holders over there? 110?
Yes.
Okay. So, my husband will have eaten 110 burritos after 10 days. They're not even the little microwave ones either. I'm just gonna tell you they're the ones from the truck. Okay, he likes the ones from the truck. That's gonna happen. The last question I have for you, is how many days would it take him to eat 56 burritos? Now, I don't want you to do this. Let's see, 2, that's the first day, 4 is the second day, so 2 plus 4, that's 6. Then the third day, he would have 6 more, so that's 6 and another, I don't want you to be like going through each day and trying to add the numbers till you get to 56. Because it might take you a couple minutes to do that, but imagine if I had said, how many days would it take him to eat 1,000 burritos? Would you still wanna do that for every day, keep adding? No, that would be silly and time consuming, and you'd probably get it wrong. Sorry, I love you, but you would probably get it wrong. So would I. We're gonna use the formula. Now, this one's kind of weird because based off of the information you're given, we already know the sum. Did you get that? They give us the sum, and they're asking us to solve for the number of days. What letter means the number of days?